If you enjoy farm podcasts, then tune into Carrot Cash Flow for all things farm business. Join us as we explore the latest trends, tips, and stories from market farmers running businesses just like yours. Whether you're a seasoned farmer or just starting out, our podcast has something for everyone. Listen in and grow with us. Available on all major podcast platforms. Don't miss out. Subscribe to Carrot Cash Flow today. When a customer does show up, so you have store layout, you have store display, how the product's displayed within the store, and then beyond just the general store ambiance itself. You have signage, and then you have people. What goes into creating a good customer experience? And why I'm asking this is, there might be people who want to do this model. There might be people who have just a farm store on their own farm. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times I think the strategy, it's probably not a strategy, but it's, we'll just put everything out. Here's a price, go at it, and we'll ring you up. Mm-hmm. What do you think it takes to really maximize a customer experience to get, I say, full value out of that customer? So they enjoy that, they come back, and they get what they need, and maybe some things that they hadn't considered coming in.
Yeah, so that's an interesting topic. I'd say, we're certainly inspired by the farms that sell through farmers markets and how they display and make their produce look amazing and compelling. And so to take as much of the aesthetics of those displays and to incorporate it into a store where we use the same principles, but we go beyond that. So one of the principles is to stack it high and watch it fly. This is, abundant displays sell much better than sparse displays. If we put out a dozen ears of corn and try to replenish as each customer takes some, no one's going to buy that corn. If we put out 150 ears of corn in a display that looks interesting, people that had no idea that they were going to buy corn are not going to leave that store without, half a dozen ears. Right. And so for us, it's been a journey. I can say we started off with, and feel like it's the same. I think I would encourage people to jump in and, have fun and have creativity with this. So there's a little bit of I don't want to scare people away that you have to be at, some perfect level, but there's a whole gradient of expertise around how to display.
Totally. I mean, you go in a high-end retailer, ever. And that stuff's not just put out there on racks. Like it's aggregated as outfits and with similar stuff. What about this? This comes up a lot when people talk farmers markets, signage. So you could have, here's your carrots. You could have price, $4 a bunch. Then you could have non-taste carrots, $4 a bunch. Then you could have, non-taste carrots, $4 a bunch, great in soups for juice, raw. And then you could have next to it, okay, here's the grower that grows them. Where's the sweet spot? I know there's a deep science to this, but Where's the sweet spot for signage? But that's somewhere between, okay, not enough and you're overloading somebody with information.
Yeah, so it's a good question. And we started off putting too much on there. And we had really essentially what were almost 3x5 cards in front of every single item. And if you recall, so we may have carrots from 3 different producers. And so for us, a key differentiator is that the name of that farmer who grew the food is going to be on that label, on that signage. So a Monroe Farms carrot is going to be distinct from a Contrary Farms carrot. They might have different growing practices. They're going to look different. But for us, it's the farm name for sure, the growing practice for sure, especially if it's certified organic. And we have no grown produce in the store, but some are certified organic and others use organic inputs. And then the price. And what we've done is shrink that from a 3x5 card to a narrower, more concise label. And we let the produce do the talking. And so the carrots, you're going to see now 3 carrots displayed side by side. They're going to be gorgeous, different choices, and you'll make your choice based upon which carrots look the best. And right below it, you'll see grew it and which practice. And I think that mixture has turned out to be better than trying to overload the signs. And we give most of the starring role to the produce itself with a definitive and similarly constructed credits, to the farmer, the price, and the growing practice.
Hello, growers. Protect your crops from harmful insects with Modern Growers Insectinet. This top-tier insect netting made by Modern Grower shields your plants from pests and harsh weather, boosting your yields without harmful sprays. Insectinet's unique design allows 90% of the light to pass through and is easy to use with low tunnel systems like our Quick Hoops. It's soft, elastic, and durable, perfect for field use to help ensure that your crops thrive. Say goodbye to pest damage and hello to healthier, market-ready produce. Invest in Insectinet and see the difference it makes. Get Insectinet at shop.moderngrower.co or using the link below.